our question is about the conversion of currencies to each other. What we need to pay attention to when converting currency to each other is which currency is more valuable. Because if you want to convert from low value currency to high value currency, we will multiply the given amount by the relation between them. Otherwise, we will divide the given amount by the relationship between them. If we look at the methods in our question, for example, since the value of TL TL is lower than the dollar, we divide the given amount. We can take it as a double because the result we will get when creating our methods is a number. Then in the question there are options for us to convert which currency to what. We take this as a void. It's called display menu. When we pass to the main section, the most appropriate structure to apply the given methods is switch case. Then we get the results by writing the desired result in the appropriate format. Let's try. I will choose 1. The amount is 560 and current conversion rate 1.45. The result as we can see. Another example, I will choose 4. The amount is 690. Current conversion rate 1.75. Okay, let's move on to second question. If we wanted to reach the rightmost and leftmost digits of a number, we must first convert the number into a string, because the string structure will be very suitable for the solution to reach the desired digits. That is why we use the integer to string method in this part. Then we write 0 and minus the word length into the char structure. Since the rightmost and leftmost digits are requested from us, and since we will continue this process until we enter a negative value, we should use the while loop. Let's run it. For example, I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we can see, the leftmost digit is 1, rightmost digit is 5. I write from 9 to 1. Leftmost digit is 9, rightmost digit is 1, and 7, because it has only digits. So leftmost digit is 7, rightmost digit is 7. And finally, -1, as we can see, the system stopped because we entered a negative value. Okay, let's move on the final question. In this question, we will create three methods. The first of these is to return the order of the largest of the three numbers entered. I named our method findLargest and set it as an int because the value we return is an integer. Then compare the numbers with each other inside the if structure. I returned int value in order of the largest number. Okay. Our second method is about whether the given three numbers form as right triangle or not. In order to solve the question, we must first determine the hypotenuse using the findLargest method. Then we will return a value by writing the right triangle equation rule inside the switch case structure. We will return 1 if the three numbers entered form a right triangle and 0 otherwise. Our final method is to calculate the area of the triangle. As we know, in order to find the area of a right triangle, we must use two sides that are not hypotenuse. In this, we will use the findLargest method, which finds the largest value in our method. Then we will calculate the area using the two numbers. Then we will calculate the R using the two numbers that are not values. To do this, we must set our method as a value that returns a double. Okay? And in our question, it tells us how many triangles we are going to enter and how many of them are right triangles. To do this, we have to run the while loop up to the number of triangles and add a counter outside the loop to find the number of right triangles. Let's run it. This is our structure to solve this question. How many triangles do you want to check? For example, 3. The length of side A, 3, B is 4, C is 5. Second triangle, A is 5, B is 6, C is 8, and final triangle, well, triangle 3, A is 4, B is 5, C is 10. And when we look at the solution, first part, this is a right angle triangle with an area 6 because it is a right angle triangle, right? And second triangle, A5, B6, C8, this is not a right angle triangle. That is why there is no area. and final triangle, the length of side 4b 5c 10. This is not a right angle triangle, that is why there is no area. And when we look at the solution, we can say that there is one right angle triangle, so the number of right angle triangle 1.